HCC Kids, it's Pastor Tanya.
And Miss Christy.
So Miss Christy, I've been wondering, have you been watching the HCC Kids videos?
I have, and last week's video about Joshua was probably one of my favorites. Who's the video gonna be about this week?
Oh my gosh, last week was pretty good, but you know what? It's so cool. Last week we learned about Joshua, and this week we're gonna learn about this guy named Caleb. And I really always thought Caleb was like Joshua's sidekick, you know, like Batman and Robin. But he's not. He's actually like a giant slayer. And I videotaped some, possible great descendants. Well, I don't know if they're descendants, but what I do know is they really had their facts mixed up until someone set them straight.
Wow, this is boring. Oh my gosh.
You're boring.
Yeah, not as much as the show.
I'll bet.
Beverly Hills, man. It's the life of luxury.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. There's this car that runs on water, man. It's crazy.
Like salt or like?
Just water, man. And dude, it just makes me think of our ancestor Caleb. You know? How, like, he never left Egypt. He just stayed in that life of luxury.
No. You're thinking of someone else. No, he went with the Israelites, departed and headed south.
To where?
To Africa.
He never went to Africa.
Yeah, yes, he did. He
No,
went
he
to
didn't.
Africa.
That's totally false.
He was
stayed.
an apple beet farmer, dude.
He
went for the best
ridiculous.
place that had
That's
apple and
false.
beet. No, that's what it was.
That's
and then
false.
he did shepherding after that too. It's right there in the book.
No, dude.
Read it, dude.
I don't know what book you're reading, but it's obviously not the right one. Caleb didn't do any of that.
Alright, what do you do?
Well, he did
Yeah,
some of
what do
that,
you
but
think?
not exactly. What am I? Caleb was one of the spies that went to explore the land, and then him and the other spies, they brought back these huge grapes. So that's kind of where you're thinking of the luxury. It's they went and they saw all the luxury there. But then when he came back to tell all of them about it, he was the only one that was like truthful and like trusting God with. All the rest of them were like, bro, no, this is not the move.
So no Africa?
No, Africa. So I don't know where you got that idea. In fact, they ended up having to wait 40 years.
40 years?
40 years!
Bro, that's crazy!
It's absolutely ridiculous how long they had to wait. Because it became this thing where they were waiting, and they had to wait for the entire generation to move on before they could go in.
That's crazy.
I know, it was absolutely whack. Yeah, so he was 85 years old when it finally happened.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was crazy. Like, I'm honored that he's our ancestor, that he was 85 years old when he slayed the giant. Dude, I know. And then God finally gave him everything that he was promised.
That story is way better than ours.
So much better.
Amen.
Wow, Pastor Tanya, at least one of those descendants got the story right.
I am so thankful because it's really important to know that like Caleb was in Egypt. He was a slave. Like he understood what it meant to live in that bondage. I don't even know what it meant to live in that bondage. But then he also got to see all the miracles of Moses. And he got to go and spy in the promised land. He like literally got to shake hands with Rahab. Like, isn't that cool? Like, to shake hands with Rahab and to see her life changed. She knew that there was something special about God. And then he was 85 years old when he slayed a giant. I'm like half that age and I wouldn't even think about slaying a giant nowadays. But he was so full of courage. That is so crazy. It makes me want to think like, what are the cool things that, we get out of church and what we bring to church? And you've got kids. What do they like when they come to church and they hear the Bible story? Like, then what are they looking forward to like next after the Bible story?
Yeah, of course the videos first, but then they love to do the activities in the kids box. So what are they doing?
The kids box, you're right. The kids box is so cool. And you online people, don't think that you're missing out either. No. This week, we have a picture of a giant. Well, I've never really seen a giant, so I'm assuming that this is what he would look like. But there's also some questions on that page that you can answer. And if you fill that out, either during church while you're watching the service or after, as long as it's submitted on the HCC Kids Facebook page by Tuesday night, you will be entered into a drawing to win some free Dunkin' Donuts! Are you excited? Because I sure am. Make sure you post a picture of your answers on the HCC Kids Facebook page. Any questions? Contact me. And on Tuesday, we'll be drawing a winner. Hope it's you. See you soon.
Bye.